We are going.
It is, you can't play the music.
That's the good. That's the good music.
Yeah,
y'all doing the good music.
You can't play it because James don't like us very much.
It's a bang.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to talk about all things Superman 2025. I guess I want to preface this with a couple things. So first, I think we should start. So first off, cheers. We're changing subjects, so cheers. Cheers, gents. Happy Thursday, happy Nerd Day, happy Superman Day. Secondly, I want to preface this now. We're going to start with some little non-spoilery stuff, probably jump right over to spoilers. I also wanted to preface this for anybody who's watching. These three guys have a lot more experience and knowledge of Superman than I do. I watched this movie from the perspective of I've seen Man of Steel. I've seen Zack Snyder's Justice League. I didn't see Superman from 1978. I didn't see any of the older Supermen outside of that. So I don't watch.
Did you see Batman versus Superman?
And I watched Batman versus Superman, unfortunately, yes.
Okay,
so my knowledge of Superman is more present day. These guys obviously have watched the originals,
everything.
So you're seeing two different perspectives. I want to put that out there before we get started with all this. So let's start with some non-spoilery stuff. And, I guess we'll just say, like, did we have a good time with the movie? Did we not have a good time with the movie? Would you tell people to go see it? Would you not tell people to go see it?
All right. So, you know what?
Who's going first?
I'll just jump out there real quick, man. So let me just say this. In terms of a family movie, you want to take your younger kids, your nieces, nephews, grandkids, whatever, maybe introduce them to Spider-Man, excuse me. Introduce them to Superman for
blasphemy.
Introduce them to Superman for the first time. It's definitely not the worst thing that you can do.
Chase.
If
you're a parent, this is the first time you teach Superman.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
you're going on the fuck up.
Hey,
listen,
I had the same dilemma.
Yeah,
it was a point in time where baby girl was gonna come with me, and I was like, all right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show a 78, then I'm gonna show a Superman 2, then I'm gonna show a Superman Returns, and then I think that'd be it. I think we covered all our bases. We good.
Yeah,
I'll take her in.
Listen,
you can't make her watch all of that stuff. I was like, all right, then this ain't gonna be the first Superman she sees.
Yeah,
so
everybody doesn't raise their kids right, so I can't.
I mean, they don't.
Just say it.
No.
But no, it wasn't the worst thing that ever happened in the DC camp. I realistically have to put it in the W. It's a win for DC. It's not Avengers level by no means. I'm still trying to figure out if it's better than any of the worst Marvel movies ever made. I'm still out to lunch with that, but it's not terrible. You know what I'm saying? It's not terrible. I digress. I'll let somebody else go.
Oh, I'll go next. You guys want me to go?
Yeah, go, new buck.
Okay, here's what I will say. I at times shook my head during the movie. I laughed out of pure stupidity and goofiness. It was a very family-friendly, family-esque Superman. It was rom-com-y at times. It went on a little bit of everything. And at points in time, I actually empathized with Superman. So shout out to James Gunn for actually making me do that. And I eat this, and I mean this, where's my camera? And this motherfucking dog even grew on me a smidgen. Swear to God. At one point in time, I was cheering for the damn dog. I swear. I swear.
Quick question though. Yeah. Is it me, or was the dog bigger on the screen than he looked in the trailer?
I would say so. I thought he was bigger. I thought he was bigger in the movie.
See it.
I thought he was bigger.
I was like, bigger than he looked.
That's not to say that. Listen, I didn't love Crypto, but as somebody who has a boy puppy who's a pain in my ass, I empathized with him, and I was like, oh damn, like, you know what I'm saying, like I get it. I like
Okay.
like half the times that he was getting tackled or chewing shit he shouldn't. I was like, I was just like my stupid fucking dog. You know what I'm saying? Like I empathized with it a little bit. I was like, all right, cool. Even like the family moments, and we're getting into spoilers and stuff like that. Like some of that stuff, and then there were just times where I was like, oh my god, I rolled my eyes. I was like, oh man, like. So I just went back and forth. That being said, though, like, listen, if you're asking me would I recommend the movie to somebody, if you like superhero movies, you should probably go check it out. I don't think it's awful. I really don't. We're gonna get into it more as we get into spoilers, but I don't think it was awful. I also didn't love it. I just kind of was somewhere in the fucking middle. Honestly, that's where I fell. So I'm gonna let these two over here take it away because I know this guy's got shit to say. He was the whole movie. He was just like, I'm gonna let these two guys
I understand.
take it away.
I'll go. I'll let Leo go last. I'll overall say I did like the movie. Overall.
Mm-hmm.
What I did not like is Superman. This is what I will say that this is a movie of mismatches. I felt as though playing as Superman, he was more hokey and stupid than he was when he was being Clark Kent. Right? Yeah. This Superman did not deserve, and I'm going to say this with my chest out, this Superman did not deserve this Lex Luthor.
You think Holt was good?
I think Holt was fantastic.
Yeah, do you?
Holt, he embodied Lex Luthor from the very first moment he got on the screen. He was cold, he was calculating, he was angry, he was vengeful, he was jealous, everything that Lex Luthor's supposed to be. You know, with this Lex deserved to be probably in Man of Steel, probably in Batman versus Superman.
Okay.
Take Jesse Eisenberg, little carrot top boy, bring him into this hokey thing right here, and then I think it probably worked out better for me because the goofiness of his Lex matched the goofiness of this Superman. You know how big your dick needs to be to tell Superman that he's an idiot to his face? This dude would rip you apart like one-ply tissue paper. And he didn't care. Called him an idiot in his grill. I love him. I love him.
The only thing I will say about Lex, I agree with you. He was great. I wasn't really caring for his motivation of hating Superman compared to the original Lex. The original Lex looks at him as a way for him to be famous, and that's where they kind of cross. But he was actually jealous that Superman was who he was compared to Lex, who just wants to prove that his brain is just as good as Superman and he could beat them and whatnot. But I agree, like this Lex was definitely like, yo, like if he could have stabbed him with a kryptonite, he probably would have done it.
I love bro. So when we talk about the spoilers, talk about all my favorite parts about it. But that's where I feel like this movie was just too mixed up for me, man. Mr. Terrific played a great part in this movie for me. Okay, he was the blackest black man I think I've ever seen as a superhero anywhere. Like I loved what he brought to it. The rest of them could have gone away. I didn't need the rest of them. But overall, I liked the movie, but I just had problems with Superman. I just did not like this Superman portrayal.
I can understand.
It just was weird for me. And I was like, why? Like, why are you so corny? Like, that's what it was. Superman was corny, bro. Why are you so corny?
He was a little corny. I can understand.
Yeah. Would I tell people to go watch this? Probably not. I probably wouldn't tell people to go watch it. I mean, you could take your little kid if you want, but I mean, I felt like I probably should have waited till it was on like Max, or I could have got a cheaper ticket.
I feel like, and I don't think this really goes into spoilers yet. Then I'm gonna let Leo take it away. I feel like it's such a dramatic tone shift from Cavill's Superman to this one that it feels so like, what is this Superman? And I don't mean it in a bad way. I just mean like this is family friendly Superman. This is humanized Superman, whereas Cavill, to me, every time I watched him, always came off as like he was the biggest baddest dude on the screen, and not like bad in a bad like, but like nobody could fucking touch him because he was fucking
Not
Superman.
bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good.
Yeah, like that. But I didn't get that feeling from the Superman. Like he got his ass whooped like 80% of the movie.
In the beginning, it was like 3 hours ago.
Right.
So wait, we about to lean over into spoilery stuff.
Yeah. All right. Leo, shoot, go. I was gonna say I don't want to get spoilery. Leo, go. Would you recommend the movie to people? How'd you feel overall without getting into spoilers?
I feel like I'm too long in the tooth. I'm sorry. I am too long in the tooth for this. I didn't recommend it for families. Go ahead. If you like seeing Superman being called a bitch.
Facts.
And this is not a Superman movie. This is a crypto movie. It is. Superman's name is in the title. This is fucking a crypto movie. Because what saved this movie is the fucking dog.
I can't argue with that.
Is that spoil? I don't want to talk about that until spoilers. Go ahead, continue. Unless you want.
I would recommend this for families if you want to see. This is a family. Okay, go ahead, go right ahead. It's fine. There's certain scenes that if your kids are willing to handle it, they're good to handle it. Can I just also say, this was such a James Gunn movie. Like the whole time I was watching the movie, I was like, this is such a James Gunn movie. Like everything about this movie was so fucking James Gunn. It was so, and like, I don't even know if that's a bad thing or a good thing, but it was so, the music, the corny humor, I was like, oh my God, this is so fucking James Gunn. It's so James Gunn. And it's like, I don't know why, but like, maybe it's me. Some of the shit like works for Guardians of the Galaxy because that corny humor worked for them, and like it just didn't work for Superman. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just where I was like, corny humor. Like, I understand that. Okay, first off, I'm gonna emphasize on this. Wait, we're not going into spoilers. If I would tell people to go watch it, yes, go watch it.
Go watch it.
Go form your own opinion.
Yeah, you're right.
Go form your own opinion about the movie. I'm telling you right now, when you watch something, form your own opinion in life, in all general life. If you like something, you like something. If you want to go watch the movie. If you like Superman, go watch the movie and come up with your own fucking opinion about it. We're just telling you from our own opinion how we feel about it.
If you don't think that we already went into this knowing that when we get into spoilers, shit like that, we're probably going to get ripped apart in the comments for the shit that we critique. We already know it. Because a lot of the stuff that we're going to focus on, you guys will be like, oh, but that was cute. Oh, but that was this. Oh, but it was, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. It's your opinion. But like a lot of that shit just didn't land if you're depending on what, again, your opinion of the movie and what Superman should be depicted like. So I guess like with that being said, we're going to get into spoilers. So Torian is here. He's in the background. He wanted to join us for the spoilers. Torian, welcome on in. What's happening, bro?
Yo.
What's going on, y'all? First off, let me give a shout out to myself because today is a milestone for me.
Okay,
I saw that.
Talk to the people.
I hit 73K today.
73K.
Oh, yes, brother.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Make that. Get it.
Wait, hold on a minute.
When you hit that 100K, we having a party, bro.
Hold on. I got one for you, bro.
Yeah. And why was that the first when it first hit too? Like that played in my head when
all right, but actually before we get into spoilers, I just want to touch on some of the comments here. Let's see here. So not watching the Torian, I'm going to skip yours because you're here now. So you're probably going to say, you could say whatever you want to say, obviously. Mr. Terrific was the star of the film, in my opinion. He better get a spin-off.
Nah, I don't know about
that. We met our quota.
I'm gonna respectfully disagree with you on that.
So yes, because bro, until he finds a proper barber and gets that flat top done, there's no fucking way, bro.
Oh, I liked Mr. Terrific though.
No, listen, I'm not saying I didn't like him.
I thought he was dope.
He don't need no spinoff though. I can't watch the whole movie.
I don't
just
know who.
around him.
I don't know who.
I'm gonna get into the slow sabotage of Mr. Terrific in this movie.
Yeah, my dude. Like we got to talk about that because, bruh.
Did it? Wait, wait. Okay, I just want to ask one question. Did you guys catch the thing that happened with Mr. Terrific on his fight scene? Did it happen to no other character when they were fighting?
Yeah.
Just him
on the beach.
It was very noticeable. Yeah.
Did you guys catch it?
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. All right. Not watching the classics eliminates you, Aaron. I understand what you're saying, but in my opinion, that just gives me a different perspective than them. Exactly. They're gonna have their own opinion, and I'm gonna have my own because I only have a limited amount of time. I've never watched Superman cartoons. I watched the Batman cartoons. I watched X-Men, I watched Spider-Man, but I never watched the Superman cartoons. I never watched any of the animated, never watched the CW, and never watched the old movies. So my opinion is going to differ from theirs probably drastically, to be honest with you, on some of the shit. But we'll see. We're going to get into everything. Almost all the fight scenes were fire, not going to lie. It was on point finally. I like the fight scenes in this movie for what it's worth. I know we're probably going to break them all down, but I like
all the fight scenes. Brother man,
not the kaiju thing.
What about the eye, bro? You like that fight scene?
Yeah. That was okay. We'll get.
Yeah. Okay. I can understand. Torian, by the way, it was not the cuteness factor of Crypto. I didn't like how he looked. But I empathize with the fact that he was a pain in the ass little dog who just wanted to play and did dumb shit because I have one of those. He's literally in the other room right now.
Well, thankfully, the end of the movie explained why.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Anyway,
anyway, we'll get to that too.
Fatal J said, "Movie was dope. Wasn't the best Superman movie, but it was good.
It was alright.
Yeah. You know what it is. Like before you go into the rest of the comments, I think a lot of people were going into this hoping to find something to completely nitpick at it. Because they were going in there already with either really tempered expectations because of stuff that we've seen with DC in the past. So they were looking for something to gripe at, opposed to, let's put it this way. Do you think people are going to nitpick or completely gripe when Fantastic Four comes out in a couple of weeks?
It's going to get nitpicked.
Hell yeah.
They've already started with it because a lot of them are thinking that Sue Storm is going to neuter Reed Richards. Like that's already that was a major talking point going into this. Like that was one of the main ones I kept hearing over and over again.
Yeah,
it's apparently be disproven by recent early screenings of the movie. So
exactly,
I don't know. Again,
we'll see.
Like Leo said, in 2 weeks I'm gonna try to not watch shit about Fantastic Four for the next 2 weeks and just go in with an empty mind and hopefully but we'll see what happens. Let's see here.
Another.
Mr. Terrific for the win. I love a nerd 0620 says I'm watching it right now.
Well, sir.
Well.
Ma'am.
Wait.
Did you get a popcorn bucket?
Did you get a popcorn bucket?
Listen. You should not be using your phone in a theater, ma'am. Especially not watching a YouTube video. We appreciate you,
man.
But please, not in the theater.
He was a good Lex, but not the best Lex. Who was the best Lex?
Fatal, tell me who was the best Lex.
Who was the best Lex then?
Who was the best Lex then? Please tell me.
Who's the best Lex?
I'll wait.
I'm even trying to think of because I don't know. The depiction or direction they took Superman was kind of off.
It's a fact.
Yeah, kind of off indeed.
It's a fact.
He's a bitch.
Oh, day partner.
Dominic James said, "I feel like I got my money's worth."
Okay.
I mean, okay.
Somebody.
Obviously, Dominic went to go see the standard version.
I feel really bad that I went to go see IMAX 3D.
Oh, you saw 3D?
You saw it.
You paid an extra 15.
Well, it's because of one. It was the earliest show, and I needed to get in and get out. So I just took it. But
James might have done the money, bro.
It was kind of dope. Experience. I thought it was snowing in the theater, man.
I seen a dude bring his 5 kids to see Jurassic Park. I felt bad for him. If you brought them to see this, I would have been happy for him. I can understand. Yeah, I can kind of understand that.
I mean, I haven't seen Jurassic Park yet, but traditionally kids love dinosaurs. So at the end of the day, they wouldn't even critique that movie in the same way that we would. I think kids in this movie might be like,
yeah.
Why he do that? That's stupid.
And also, too, I was watching another channel that they was doing, I guess, a recap of Jurassic World, and they did spoilers as well. There was some other cringe stuff that y'all left out of your recap last week that made me further realize I'm not watching this movie even when it comes on streaming.
Come on. It wasn't that bad.
I forgot it was something. It was something that they said. It was something that you or DZ did not mention, and I'm sitting there listening like, this is even more cringe than which I was talking about last week.
Yeah, but it's dinosaurs. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's gonna be shit that they. You know what I'm saying? You know what honestly made me remember, and this is not, I don't want to skip back to Jurassic World, obviously, but like part of the thing for me is that after it came out, it was said that the original, whoever the original director of the first Jurassic Park was, said that they didn't want references back to their movie in this movie. And that to me immediately, these movies are so not chronologically ordered, obviously, because they jump around a little bit, but it's more so like when you can't tie in other elements from previous movies and stuff like that, it throws off the whole direction of those movies because the other ones are such classics. Jurassic Park 1 is a fucking classic. Like, I could go back and watch that movie right now and it stands the test of time. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like when you do things like that, you kind of handicap the movie right out the jump where you're like, okay, can't reference anything back here. Okay, guess not. But I don't know. Dominic said, I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10. We're getting to our ratings at the end.
At the end.
I actually did catch it, Leo, the Mr. Terrific thing. We're gonna get into that. Never watching anything to nitpick. I'm very open to give it a shot, but that's just me. No, bro, listen, we say it all the time. But people are gonna say that we're nitpicking Superman, and we're gonna get into the Rotten Tomatoes of it all as well, because I brought all those numbers up as well. I got them all here. We're gonna get into everything that's happening. So I can tell you we're in the minority on this. So you know, it is what it is.
But we're right. So
I mean, like, it's fine. I don't care. Like, I prefer Gene Hackman, period. Others are okay or have good and bad points. Gene Hackman. Which one was Gene Hackman?
Yeah, 78. You ain't there, bro.
Relax.
Haven't seen it.
Relax. You relax. I
haven't seen it.
right.
No idea.
You haven't. Yeah. If you haven't seen Gene Hackman play, like, rest in peace, then you really wouldn't understand.
What's good? Sean Prophecy sent me M Gunner. We appreciate you, Sean. I haven't seen him tonight, but I'm sure he's floating around somewhere. Maybe pop in a little bit. Appreciate you being here. Thank you. All right, guys. Go ahead.
Before we get into my theatrical experience, seeing it on Tuesday. I'm not gonna stop bitching about Tuesday. It was actually pretty dope. It was packed. I mean, I saw people came in there, like you said, with whole families. Like, I'm talking about, like, I saw this person, they came in with the whole family, like him, wife, kids. I think he had like 3 or 4 kids, like 2 girls and 2 boys or something like that. Like, so they brought like the whole family. It was someone in there that actually had the whole Superman costume on. Like, they came in with the whole Superman costume on and everything like that. And it was like, I'm gonna say that the theatrical experience for me going, I guess you could say it was for a fan event. It felt fun. That's what really made it feel really fun for me, was being in the audience when all of the stuff was happening. And it was the same thing for me when I went to go see Sonic 3 last year. It was the same, kind of deal. But for me personally, I actually did enjoy this movie. I actually like the tone of this compared to everybody wanting Superman to always be this dark character, like how it was with the previous versions of it. I said, it's fine, like, like the tonal shift and everything like that. But like you said, Leo, everyone's going to have their own opinion about it anyway. The only thing I really don't like is how is like now it's become like a divided faction. You have the people who like Zack Snyder's version. Then you have people that's going to like James Gunn's version. And now they're clashing with each other rather than like, and that's the part that I really don't like. So it's not really so much of a thing of me not liking the movie. I don't like these damn fandoms that clog everything, because that's what really takes it out for me.
Right. But one of the reasons that you probably feel like you do about it though is because you don't come from the era where Superman was the universal Boy Scout. Yeah. We grew up in an era. Go watch the Super Friends with the dog. And he was like the quintessential, like, I don't know who made me throw up more, him or Batman during that era. So a chance to see him a little more human, a little more aggressive is what we go for at this point. If you're long in the tooth like myself, Win DZ and Kalo K, like we remember when it was like, oh, like the part with the squirrel was like his entire career coming out during that era. So a chance to see him be more aggressive, Henry Cavill, is like, yes, that's the Superman we were looking for. The Batman from Justice League 90s, that's my damn Batman.
But you know what I found interesting? So last week in the news, we said Corn Sweat came out to the media and was like, I want to do a rated R Superman. I think it could be very interesting based off what I just saw to see if somehow James Gunn could manage to pull off a rated R Superman movie with this Superman. And the reason why I say that is because it would be a complete tone shift from what you just saw. You get what I'm saying? I feel like it would be hard unless you built him there through a couple of other, like something happens and then the next movie you get is a rated R movie, like something, I don't know. Again, I'm not the biggest Superman guy ever, but like
not with the same character. You can't do that. Like I want you to picture.
That's what I'm saying though. Maybe something happens that turns him into that dark version of Superman.
Get you a rated R movie. I want you to picture Carlton from the Fresh Prince in a dark movie, like
that's fair.
Like Dexter or some shit. You're gonna be like, what the hell is he doing in there? Somebody get him out of there.
I would never believe it. I would never believe that shit.
Believe it.
Yeah, but
I got a question. Based on the trailer, on every trailer that y'all watched, did y'all really actually think y'all was going to get that going into this movie?
No, not at all.
No. You know why? Because Bitch Boy cried 2 more times.
Listen,
oh Lord, Lord.
I mean, listen. Can we talk? I'm ready to go into the spoiler thing because I got
go.
Spoilers. I got some shit that
we're going all spoilers. Go ahead.
So first of all, the opening credits say, 300 years meta humans came to Earth. In 30 years, this baby came and became the greatest meta human to ever live. And then 2 minutes later, he get his ass kicked and he's in the snow. I mean, he's out cold.
They told you what they told you
his first loss.
I think that's what I was going to say. At least they told you right there in the text that at this moment he suffered his first loss, and that's when he falls out of the sky and lands where the Fortress of Solitude is.
He definitely is not the greatest.
So literally, when we watched the teaser, we was literally watching the first scene of the movie. That teaser when he falls, that's the first scene of the movie, and that clip where Crypto comes and gets him, that's all the very first scene of the movie.
Yep. I appreciate him for that.
The sun hitting him and everything like that. That was all of that was the first scene of the movie.
Yeah. I'll say this. Listen, I told Leo this. I know we're going to jump around a little bit. I don't know if we're going to go through necessarily every scene by scene of the movie or whatever. What I will say is when I watched the first act of the movie, I shook my head the entire first act. I was just like, the first act is rough. The kaiju, the falling in the snow, the dog putting holes in the Fortress of Solitude. I was just like everything, him blowing on the dog and hitting him into a tree and then saving a squirrel. I was just like, bro, this is
dude. He heard that dog. I'm calling fucking Peter.
I was like, bro, yo, DZ, when he saved the squirrel, I elbowed Leo. I said, "Oh Jesus Christ, this dude just saved a fucking squirrel." I was like, what are we doing?" Like I was like, "This is crazy that they had him." Like they humanized him so much that he saved a fucking squirrel. Of all the things that were in that fucking park that could have got landed on, a squirrel.
And you see how you feel? That was one scene. Mm-hmm. Every cartoon we saw of Superman in the 80s was that.
Yeah.
Like constantly.
Yeah. Yeah. I can understand.
The show is called Super Friends, man. Friends.
And after he got revived, and then I got a question. What did y'all think about Bradley Cooper being his dad.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, is that him for real?
When I looked at him, I said, that's Bradley Cooper. I said James Gunn still got his number.
Like, mother effer.
Fucking softy ass. Fucking
Rocket Raccoon.
Still has
playing Jor-El.
He said, he said your character helped us almost get to $1 billion with the last Guardians movie. So come on down, I got a little part for you. You don't have to be on. Well, you might have to be on the set, but I mean, you won't have to be on the set. And you just got to say these one lines, and we're gonna glitch it because it's gonna play in a loop because we don't know what the message is.
So I have a question. That whole hologram message from his parents, his birth parents. Mm-hmm. Is that accurate to comics? They send him here to take over, or is that not accurate?
Yes, it is.
That's accurate. They send him here to obviously save his life because Krypton was going to be destroyed, but then his goal was to take over and be Lord of Earth or whatever.
That is I think, I don't know. I think it's the Kingdom Come run of it. But the problem is with that, with Superman. Okay, so with Superman, his parents telling him, okay, you're supposed to take over. It's making it, since we've seen Invincible, they're making
kind of like that.
Kind of like that. Yeah,
I understand.
I did kind of get the feeling when I watched that part. I said this kind of reminds me of Invincible a little bit because
I'll tell you that was not the message in the original Superman movie though.
Nope.
Okay.
That wasn't the message that Marlon Brando gave his son. Okay.
I'm trying to understand if, like, in the comic books, that's considered accurate, that he was sent here and he was supposed to be like
in the comic books. Yes, it is. He was sent here in some aspect. Yes, it was. Because
I'm sure
they sent them to. They wanted to protect their son because they sent them to a planet that's weaker.
Right.
You got to realize one thing about fucking Superman. Superman and this Superman. Fucking Clark Kent was Superman.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Clark Kent was more Superman than Superman was.
Yes.
I just
think... I've never heard Superman in any other iteration say darn or gosh,
dude,
or dude. What the hey, dude?
The punk rock music almost took me out of the whole fucking thing.
Look, I mean, at least he said that shit is like,
and I like punk rock music to an extent, but I was just like, oh.
Yeah, but what did y'all think about his first fight with Ultraman? When he had to fly, after he got power back up by the sun because he was so weak, and he flew back into Metropolis, and that's when he was fighting Ultraman.
And Ultraman whooped his ass.
Yeah,
and that's when we first see Lex Luthor, and he's controlling Ultraman. I said, you know what that reminded me of when Lex was in there? You know how people be in the control room when they doing productions and they be like, go to camera C, camera B, camera A, this, that. Yes. I mean, he had to remember all of those combinations so Ultraman could be controlled properly to fight Superman.
A2, B1, B6. I thought I was watching a football game.
I thought it was Battleship. Like, come on, man. C-71, Z-11.
What's my battleship?
You know what? You got to give it up. You got to give it up for Lex, though. He studied him for 3 years and figured out his fighting pattern, and was like, I know it.
He is the ultimate hater.
He's the hater. Hater of the year.
The ultimate hater. The thing is, he has all this money, he has all this wealth and all this power, but Superman is that one wrench in the system for him that he just can't shake. And he says, if I can't beat him. Well, he said, well, first off, I have to beat him. Like, that's his determining factor is I have to beat him. And not to jump around, but I thought it was very interesting at the end when he was like having that conversation. Well, he was more like ranting, and he was yelling at one combination to Ultraman the whole time. I forgot what it was, but I'll just say it for the sake because I'm thinking of the steak sauce. A1. Like he was just
A1.
Like, guess what happened after that? Crypto use him as a fucking chew toy.
Yeah,
chew toy.
Yeah.
This is the second time Crypto came through and saved him.
Saved his ass. That's when he just start yelling like back, forward, left, right.
Up, down, left, right.
Yeah, like because that's really what he's doing.
What command did he give Crypto? He whistled for him and he said, "Crypto,
get the toy."
He said
get the toy. That's what he said. Get the toy.
Because remember, because it's a callback to when Mr. Fantastic was using his devices, and Crypto had chewed on it because he thought it was a toy. So he he destroyed. And hey, listen, I can't knock it. Crypto was the perfect wing. I can't say wingman, the perfect wing pet. Like he came through in the he came through in the clutch from it, like where it mattered most. Also, what did y'all?
He was a little asshole.
I liked it. You know what? What did I tell y'all? I told y'all this months ago. I said don't let the cuteness fool you. They're gonna make this dog so aggressive. He's not gonna have an off switch.
Dude, the thing is that this is what's gonna make this movie money.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm telling you, the cuteness factor is going to sell.
I told y'all
going to sell.
I told y'all before. I started empathizing with the dog in the movie, right? I'm not joking when I say this. Anybody who I have a dog. His name is Titan. He's in the other room. He's a fucking puppy. He acts just like Crypto. I was literally sitting there the whole time like, I hate this fucking dog. But at the same point in time, I just want to pet you and be like, oh, you fucking little shit. Like, you're such a little asshole. That's how I felt about Crypto the whole time. I was like, you're a little shit. But yet, like, all right, like,
Chase.
2 toys and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, Chase, when I saw this, I said, when I get up here, I'm going to tell you this. And I wanted to know how you was gonna feel about it. Dina called a body, and it wasn't just a regular body; it was a whole president.
Yo,
she said he was like, you're not. He's like, you're not gonna.
No, she didn't.
Okay. Listen to me.
Nobody, no case. I'm sorry.
Listen to me.
No, I ain't seen it.
No, we ain't doing that, Leo. Nah, Leo, we not.
Nobody, no case.
Yo,
we're not.
Hey,
I'm gonna.
Proof is 90% of the law, bro.
We're not doing that. We are not doing.
He caught her ass.
I'm gonna sound.
Ass when he dropped her.
I'm gonna sound like a hater right now because of everything I had to say about Dina from The Last of Us. This fucking Hawk Girl character, I hated her from the fucking beginning.
Yo, say
the beginning of the fucking bro. The second this shit came through screaming like the goats from Love and Thunder. She sounded like the goats from Love and Thunder. She came through. And fucking smacking shit. I was like, "What are you doing? You're annoying me to death."
But wait a minute,
I was like, "You're fucking annoying me, man." Like,
doesn't she have a battle cry?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Even if she does, she's not doing it during the entire fight.
It's all she did. It was all she did.
She flew through the building, and all she did was screaming, niggas. Like, what are you doing?
You're not even engaged at that point. Like,
I mean, like that's the thing. I can't speak on the comic accuracy of it. I'm assuming that's her thing in the comics. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, she does have. She does have a battle
okay, cool. That's fine. But it just like again,
I will say
it Thor Love and Thundered me. It goaded me the whole fucking time. I was
see that's the problem right there. That's the
it was annoying.
PTSD from Love and Thunder, and that's why it was annoying.
You know because I don't
it would have been annoying even if I didn't see that.
Because I don't need to hear a loud pitch scream the whole time. Like
that was just stupid.
You know what took me out? The first thing that took me out, as soon as I saw that cocksucker Peacemaker.
When I saw that, I said, Leo's gonna love this part. This is gonna
when
be
he popped up, I looked at Leo.
He's gonna cheer.
I saw that motherfucker talking shit about Soups.
Tell me the truth, Aaron. He got up and started doing the dance, didn't he?
Leo
got up was like.
I looked at Aaron and I was like.
You know what? Well, one thing that I want to talk. Well, one thing that I did like. Well, one of my fights that I did like, of course, was when it was the second fight between Superman and Ultraman, and when Ultraman tried to blast his damn eyes out of his head, like right there, and then Crypto came and he destroyed all the drones. And then when he flew up and punched him in that trailer that we saw that y'all couldn't get up because of the copyright thing, and his teeth hit the drone and he flew off, and all of them attached to them, and he did that drill spin. I call it the drill spin because that drill spin, they're going like that. And then he shoots the laser out his eyes and he does that super spin with the lasers. That was fire. That whole
was dope.
sequence was nice.
And that whole scene with the laser spinning, not one consequence.
What do you mean?
Not one of them died.
Oh yeah, that's true. They all fell to the ground.
No, they didn't.
Like, well, yeah, they probably didn't. I don't know. Yeah, they probably didn't die.
Superman don't kill. It's all good.
But the thing is, the best fight scene for me was when they were in the Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah, with the engineering and Ultraman.
Oh, that was good. That was really. I like
really good.
I mean, I thought that I didn't think it wasn't that great.
You didn't like it that much?
I thought it was visually stimulating.
Yeah,
But it wasn't that great. They were fighting a bunch of freaking drones that
First of all, I want to
freaking dragged Superman's dumb ass around and healed him.
Well, shout out to Crypto, because Crypto got that one scratch across the engine in his face.
Yeah, and then he got slapped in the face with a whole bunch of nanites.
I did feel bad for Crypto because Lex put him on that virtual rat wheel, that virtual rat wheel, and he's like
chasing squirrels all the
like
time.
that.
I'm still trying to understand why they would build automaton robots that was so fucking weak, and they're supposed to be the security and whatnot. Like it just. So first of all,
make it make sense.
We talked about this before. So when they bring him in the first scene, the robot explains that he has no emotions, but the entire time they're responding like they got emotions. Like number 4 is like, hey, he looked at me like.
Now that was
having emotions.
That
was the new one.
Yeah, whatever she was.
I think her name was 11 or 11 or something.
Whatever she was.
22.
But the problem is that the motherfucker number 4 was a G. He was like, we don't like this motherfucking dog. We feed it because we told to.
He can sense that we are not flesh and blood. I do not care whether he lives or dies.
Best word. Yeah, like, yes.
I mean, yeah, I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But I did like the beach fight with Mr. Terrific, and I like that it was all one shot. Like he was walking off the ship like that, and then he said, "Lois, you're gonna stay in this bubble."
Okay,
and I'm gonna.
So let's talk about the beach.
Torian, I have a question for you about that fight scene, because did you not notice it? So Mr. Terrific steps out the ship and he's about to do his thing, right? And you're about to see the fight scene, and then he bubbles Lois, right? And then he sends out all his shit. The music was so fucking loud. His whole fight scene, it was in my ears, the loudest thing I've ever heard. Ever. All it was music, and you didn't even get to hear any of the cool shit he was doing with the fucking drone, with his little whatever he called them, the circle drones. Because all you heard was the fucking music. All you heard was the music. So I was like, bro, I can't even appreciate this fucking scene, because as dope as it was, the music was so loud it was distracting.
I was
like,
yo, we were watching it. I was like, Aaron, yo, was that shit fucking really fucking loud?
Loud as hell. I don't know if it's because we were in IMAX. It was loud.
And then he's the only person in the whole fucking movie that has the music that fucking loud.
No other fight scene had music like that. None.
Because he was black.
Yeah,
and the dance move for him throwing the fucking arms.
Yeah. So first of all, I thought the fight scene was nice, but I didn't think
cool.
I did enjoy it.
It wasn't terrific. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of things for me, bro. Like, but I don't know. Like I said, realizing that I have to keep reminding myself that this is a general audience's movie. So I just expected a little bit more from him. And they shot it from far off most of the time, and then you got the one perception where Lois is in the bubble and she's watching him. It just I don't know. It wasn't terrific, man. It just wasn't.
I wasn't terrific.
I will say this. He got more to do in this movie than he did in X-Men First Class. Now that was diabolical.
Yes, he
did
get a bigger role. But the one thing that took me out: who the fuck are you to put a fucking nanite in fucking Superman?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Hey,
right?
He's Mr. Terrific. That's who he is.
Terrific. You didn't hear him say it. He said, "I'm terrific."
You ain't him? I do it to everybody. It's just a thing I do.
I love the fact that he took Lois on the ship, and then he was just like, I don't give a fuck about your relationship shit. He's like, I don't give a fuck.
and then he gave her the parent look. I love that shit. He was like,
you gonna keep talking?
She started talking. She's like, well, I don't really know if he's my boyfriend. We were kind of experimenting. He just looked back at her like, I said I don't give a fuck. God,
what was funny to me was when Lois had went to the Hall of Justice and he had left with her, and it took that garage door forever to open up. And she says, you got this superpowered ship, but it takes you 10 minutes to open up a garage door.
That was cringy as shit for me. I was like, come on, bro.
Really? But that's James Gunn, baby.
Speaking of, since you said cringy, Guy Gardner.
I'm glad they acknowledged.
Do we have to talk about him?
I'm glad they acknowledged the cut in the movie when Lois said that's a stupid haircut, because that's everyone's been saying.
But that it is comic accurate though. It's literally comic accurate.
Yeah, it's comic accurate, but the actor did fucking horrible with him.
I don't know.
Nathan Fillion?
I thought Nathan Fillion was okay.
I
think he did all right
as that character.
I liked him back in his fucking series and whatever the fuck it was. The rookie.
He
stay with the cop shows, bro.
He came out and said that in the Lantern series that's coming up, he drops more F-bombs than he has his entire career. Apparently, rumored. I don't know how true that is, but the Lantern series is coming out. He drops more F-bombs than he has his entire acting career. That's what he said.
One thing I gotta say, Jimmy motherfucking Olsen, you a G.
Yeah, Jim.
Listen,
You a G, bro.
What did he name her? What did he name her in the phone? Something Toes. What was it?
Mutant Toes.
Mutant Toes.
Mutant Toes.
Mutant Toes is
Jimmy Olsen.
crazy.
You the G, bro, in this whole fucking thing.
Yeah, fact.
Yo, he's a silent pimp, boy.
What?
She said, but if I get this, that means we could be together. He was like,
yeah.
My man, yo, she was like, we can spend the weekend together. My man was like,
the whole weekend?
The whole
weekend? That's a long time. Crazy. I actually thought what was her name? I always forget. Was she mechanic? Is that what she's called? Mechanic?
Yeah, the mechanic.
Engineer, whatever the fuck it was. I actually thought she was cool. Honestly, like her power design and shit like that. I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah,
like I thought that whole
anything that she thinks of.
Yeah, that whole thing with her like getting into Superman's lungs and like suffocating him. I thought that was like a cool concept to try and stop Superman from what he was doing.
I knew one thing that fucked me up. Hey, Superman took Ultraman and her up to space, right?
He did.
Yep.
Where's the sun at? Isn't it located in space?
well, yeah. So that would
the
kind
sun's
of
in space.
that would kind of go back to when he got his ass kicked in the sky and he falls to the snow, and they have to take him to the fortress and put him on a table and give him 2 magnifying glasses the size of my living room table to re-energize him as if he just wasn't up there near the fucking sun.
So wait, you gotta understand the reason why he fell is because he ran.
He ran.
But
So he ran away, first of all. So you flew. Why couldn't you be like a regular Superman and fly to space and just absorb the fucking sun?
I'm just saying, he's in Antarctica and the sun's right there. Like it's the highest point you're gonna ever get close to the sun, and you're in the sky.
I mean, in all the places of Antarctica, he landed in the shade. Like really, bro?
He landed
really, bro? It's a glacier. You landed in the shade?
Yeah, ain't no trees. I like you.
Come on, son.
I don't know, bro. Like this is what was taking me out. Like I'm
You know what's so crazy? Y'all know how y'all know the lore and how everything works with Superman. Y'all notice how y'all mentioned about the audience that this is made for. They don't care about none of that.
No, but
as long as they see all the glamorous stuff that's there, they could care less. Many of them aren't going to research none of this. They just want to see a man in a blue suit with a red cape with his dog flying around doing cool stuff.
Okay.
So they're not going to care about
this is how the movies work, man.
Yeah,
we are going to nitpick. We are going to talk about these nuances.
And like we said, Superman, the name alone is going to sell itself. So people
wait until after this weekend.
Well, I was gonna say, I know I have slides on numbers and stuff like that, and Leo and I were talking about it a little bit too on the way out. But like, it's gonna be interesting because now apparently people are saying it's not gonna make what they thought it was originally, and this, that, and the other thing. I mean, listen, we'll get into all that momentarily. Here's what I want to say, because this is kind of how the movie went for me. Like I said in the beginning, Act 1, I was like, oh man, this is gonna be rough. The whole last act of the movie brought me back and redeemed it to be decent, in my opinion. Like, that's just how it went. Like, I fucked with everything from the point that Superman got back to his parents' house on. I fucked with everything that happened from that point on. Nothing took me out of the movie. Everything was kind of cool. Even the scenes with his parent, that whole scene with him and his dad. I don't know if it's because I'm about to have a son, but I was like, damn. That was, I was like, damn, that was kind of fucking, that was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that was what's his name from Constantine, though. Just so you know,
I did, yeah.
You know what I thought it was so funny.
He's a big ass fucking softy, man. The fuck up.
He was a proud dad. Damn it! Come on, man.
Fuck that. You Superman, bitch.
Dirt on that shit. Keep going, bro.
Exactly. You Superman, bitch. Smack him on the ass. Get your ass back up there. I'm proud of you. Get the fuck up.
What made me laugh a little bit was when he had called. Was it him that I don't know if it was him that he called his mom. And she had the speakerphone on.
Oh yeah,
and with the speakerphone on, she's yelling into the phone. I thought that was so funny because I said that is such an elderly thing to do. Like, you know, they don't like with the technology and them living out there in Smallville. So, you know, it's slow out there. They're in rural towns, so everything is not moving fast like they're in a metropolitan area. So I thought that was funny. I mean, at least she knew how to work the phone, but she probably just didn't realize she had the speakerphone on, so she didn't have to yell into the phone. But I thought that was funny because I said that's like realistically what an elderly person probably would do. So I thought that was kind of funny. Yeah, I actually thought the mother, like everything that she said was funny, mainly because of her strong country accent was what made
the strong.
Oh man, they put it on hard.
Why was the mom tougher than the dad though? Because she said, "Oh, I got your boots ready."
No, she said, "I shined your boots."
I shined your boots.
She said, "I shined your
boots." The thing is, his mom knew what time it was. She saw that news clip and she says, "I'll go get your boots for you." She already knew what time it was. She was like, "It's time." She was like, "It's time."
Here, I thought I was gonna get a new suit too.
Nope, no new suit.
They trolled you.
Here, everybody thought Ultraman's mask got ripped off in that scene when he fell.
I'm not gonna lie.
You were like, "Oh, it's Cavill. Oh, it's Cavill." Nope,
bro. When it happened, he crawled out that hole, and I saw hair. I was like, "Ooh, who is it? Who is it?"
Leo looked at me with Cavill, and I looked at him, and I was like, "Nope, it's a fucking clone." I'm telling you, bro.
He fell into a black hole. And he'll come back as Bizarro.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He fell into the black hole. He will come back as Bizarro.
Because the one thing that Lex made sure that they put in the script was that he said he's probably more stupid than you.
Yep. I caught that part.
They made sure that they added that into the script, so they were already setting that part of it up. I figured he was a clone.
You know what? I got a question. Who the hell designs Metropolis apartments? Did anybody else notice there's a full floor-to-ceiling window that slides open? There ain't no balcony.
Yeah, it's facts.
How he just float up to that shit and just walk into the place? It's lowest spot.
He walked in there like he was coming through the front door. I'm like, well, damn.
I was like, wait a minute, there ain't no balcony out there though, bro. Like, what's going on? They just have full windows that you can just open up and just fall out of.
Yeah, I need to see her check at the Daily Planet because she baking some.
Oh yeah,
baking good bread.
Lois is like she's like top billing over at the Daily Planet.
I love how my man was like, "Nah, that's just some interdimensional imp." I was looking for a dog.
Yeah, like they was. It was like a regular every like day or every other week occurrence.
And then Scott Gardner's out there with the fucking Green Lantern ring with a big ass bat hitting the damn thing.
I got one question. What did babies do to DC,
bro? Talk about
what?
But that baby didn't die.
No, everyone
it's just the Flash. They've been putting babies in microwaves, bro.
No,
but he didn't. The baby in this movie didn't die.
The baby didn't die in the microwave either.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see that shit movie.
I didn't see the Flash.
He didn't die in the microwave. Same thing. I'm like, yo, what is it with babies, bro? Like every movie got to have a baby that's like in mortal danger, and then they do something stupid with it. Elemental couldn't carry his own baby when he changes.
But that adds to the family aspect. It's the baby, it's the dog, it's the my god, the family. It adds to that. That's the thing. It's family.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you something. When I'm telling you right now, when I'm telling you, when I was watching the movie, and I don't know if the same thing was for y'all, but when I was watching it and they saved the baby, it was a collective of women in there saying, "Oh,
yeah, we heard."
They was like literally.
Listen, I'll tell you what.
Literally, like all I heard.
I'll tell you what. I ain't hear not a damn thing in my theater. Nobody clapped. Nobody cheered. Nobody laughed. Everybody just sat there and watched.
Everybody was thinking the same thing.
This is when I knew Lex was unhinged. When he got that guy that helped Superman out of that ditch, and he put that gun in his head and did the Russian roulette. and popped him right there in the chair. And he said, "Oh, this went a lot faster than I thought it would."
I'll be back. He said, "I'll be back with somebody else you've talked to, and I'm going to kill them too."
Maybe how about that reporter that you're always doing interviews?
Nah, Lex is a motherfucker. He put all his exes in a goddamn interdimensional jail.
Let me find out, son.
Yo, Lex, I need to borrow that real quick.
Let me get the keys to that pocket dimension, bro.
Oh, I didn't get that.
We need to borrow that real quick.
Speaking of reporters,
he had a lot of motherfuckers in there.
Speaking of reporters, I wanted to quickly mention Cat Grant. How you doing?
Hello.
I was
you want to talk about a spinoff? Let me get a spinoff with that.
I was like, oh, hello.
she didn't have enough lines.
Olsen?
Yeah.
What did y'all think of Metamorpho?
I was actually going to say, I'm glad you brought it up. So Metamorpho was cool, bro. I had no issues for the limited screen time he had.
That was
cool.
Yeah, he was basically a pawn for Lex, so he just turned his hand into
voiced him.
He was
say
played by Anthony Carrigan.
I will say this though. I don't know about y'all, but when Superman was in there and his face was swelling up like a pumpkin, I thought of the movie Hitch. When he ate that shellfish and his face started to swell up like that, and he looked and his ear was all swollen, and his face, this whole side of his face, I literally
you didn't even have to wait for that long, because every goddamn flying scene we got his face all fucking wrinkly.
Yeah, bro.
He did enough.
He only had one good flying scene when he had to get back to the fucking Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah,
that looked fucking really dope.
That looked really dope.
That really looked
like
really
he was
fucking
putting
good.
Effort into the shit.
Exactly. Every other one, it's like
I even like
wide angle lens.
And a lot of people was kind of worried because they thought in that trailer that the shaky cam looked goofy. I thought I liked that they did the shaky cam thing because it also shows that to us on the surface, Superman's flying looks so smooth, but we don't see it from his perspective. That is not as smooth. The mechanic is not as smooth as one might think. It's really shaky because he's going so fast, and then he's flying through snow, so at a very high rated speed. And he was rushing to get back there because he heard he was looking for crypto. Speaking of, what did y'all think of that scene when he came busting through the door, asking for the dog, like where the dog was?
I think that was the bitchiest scene I've ever seen. Like, how dare you depict Superman to be such a fucking pussy? Like, yo, you bust up in the door and the man just sits there like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, where's the dog?
His desk. Yo, my man said, what are you talking about? What's the dog?
He said, ugly dog with the cake.
I was like, oh!
That shit was hilarious.
Let me tell you something. It is how he got played that I was like,
no, the problem is that's Superman. He didn't hear what he said. It's fucking Superman. Motherfucker can hear shit from a fucking mile out.
No, he heard him. He heard him. Lex said it just for him. And that's why he looked like a dumbass. You heard him? You heard him? You heard what he said? No, stupid. It was just for you.
Only you can hear that, genius.
And then he hung his head like some freaking herb and walked off.
Fact.
Pussy.
And then turned himself in. I smell.
Oh, Ultraman treated him like he was from the South Bronx, just threw his fucking face.
Just like, is this
Ultraman was pushing this motherfucker was pushing him all the fucking way. I was like, yo, Superman, yo, come on, seriously, son.
Yeah, bro. Like, listen.
When he pushed him in the back, I was like, all right, man. Like, too many motherfucking pushes gonna be going on.
Right.
I also know, like
he had no boss ass scene where he was like, "Look, Pop, listen, y'all not really holding me. Stop playing games."
Like, yeah, I'm going in, but we're not doing all of this. It's a fact.
What?
I also know, like, you know, I'm not even trying to shout out names or anything like that, but like Frank Grillo had a lot to say about the MCU before he left, about how he didn't like his time in the MCU, only to play such a minor role in Superman.
Great job, Ricky Flag.
Like, he was Rick Flag, and he had two scenes in the movie, like the whole fucking time. Now, listen, I know he's gonna voice him in Creature Commandos because he did already, and I know he's gonna play other roles, and there was rumors of another. But I was like, bro, like Frank Grillo sat there and bitched about the MCU the whole time, and then had such a minor role. He was in like 3 scenes, and it was all like, oh, I don't care about metahumans. Oh, I don't care about metahumans. I was like, all right, bro, like, so whatever. Like, I guess you're gonna go and get smacked around by Clayface again in animation. Is that what you want to do? Cool. All right, man. I don't know. Like, cool. I enjoy James Gunn's DC if that's what you want to do. Like, you were Crossbones. You got fucking blown up by fucking Wanda. That was your fucking role in the MCU, and you got your ass beat by Captain America twice.
And that must have been, and that had to be
exactly.
And that had to be a painful explosion for him because the explosion happened. He was trying to blow other people up, and she trapped them up in that ball. So that explosion had to be painful because she had to contain that explosion for that long while he's still halfway alive.
I just think he bitched about his time in the MCU only to go to DC and have like such a minor role outside of animation so far. I mean, granted, James Gunn's still gonna build his DCU, but like,
this is one part of the movie that it took me out. We got the kaiju, right? They got him in a little fucking box cage. Right? Motherfucker looked like fucking Stitch.
And that's what it looked like. I couldn't think of it at the time when I was watching it. But
I'll put money on it. Who you got? That kaiju or Stitch?
I mean, before it grows,
No, even at the size that it's at.
Stitch. I'm with Stitch.
Yeah, you're right. I would take Stitch. Stitch is that dude.
You know what? I'll do you one better. I'll take Jack when he turns into the little red demon. You know, when he turns into the little red demon, I'll take Jack.
That's not even a fair fight. But the problem is that okay, we have the kaiju. You let it out. Oh, it's gonna get bigger. We don't get none of that scene, right? How it gets bigger or what happens? How does it grow? But no, we get when they say, "Oh, we got to evacuate the city." You get a fucking whole 45 seconds of people just going on buses, getting on the bridge, driving around, looking around, and just driving and getting in their cars and packing this shit up and go. Why the fuck do I need to see that? You give me one scene, people leaving the fucking city, and then you just hop back and say, "Hey, how the fuck did this kaiju get this fucking big? Where the fuck did he get this kaiju from?"
Yep, I agree.
Come on, man.
Yo, they
pocket dimensions, bro.
They could have took that time to let us watch him run back and forth and eat stuff and just keep growing. And that would have been a moment. That would have been because he was like
coffee shop. He was like 7 feet tall.
That's going to be in the director's cut.
Director's cut.
You have to watch that.
The James Gunn cut.
Should have been
the gun cut.
The gun cut.
Gonna be the gun cut.
It should have been in the audience cut and whatnot.
It's gonna be a director's cut.
So wait,
you know what's so crazy? It makes you also wonder, like, even though I just said that, how much for the sake of time was cut from this movie for the sake of time? Because I'm sure there was a lot of stuff that was. And I wonder what the original runtime of this movie was, because I think the runtime is like a little over 2 hours. This movie was probably the original runtime was probably damn near 4 hours. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised by that. So if James Gunn, if he had the balls to do it and release a director's cut like much what Zack Snyder did with the Justice League,
you wouldn't watch it.
You said you wouldn't watch it?
You wouldn't watch it. Well, 4 hours of this is definitely not like you wouldn't watch it.
Because I don't think that there was anything else in there that would make me feel any different about this movie.
You know, just reflecting on it now, I'm sitting here going like, there was just so like I watched a bunch of spoiler-free reviews before we went to go see it because I was like, I just want to see what people are saying about it, and like a lot of what people were saying, like now after seeing it, I genuinely agree with. Like there was so much going on and so many characters. Like think about how much real on-screen time you actually got with Superman outside of the third act. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really didn't get Superman a lot. You got a decent amount of Clark Kent, especially the first 2 acts. You got, like, okay time with Superman in the last act. And then you got a bunch of the side characters. Like, and I get, look, this is the introduction to James Gunn's DC. So, like, I understand. Like, he wanted to make sure, hey, make sure you know who that character is. Make sure you know who that is. Make sure you know who this is. Blah, blah, blah. And I got to throw Peacemaker in there. And I got to throw my brother in there because, you know, that's what I do.
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, my
God. And I got it. I was like, okay, bro, like,
that's
I understand. I was like, all right, I understand. But at the same point in time, it was just like there was a lot going on where I was like, damn, you know, like.
But listen, but for me, this is where they win because it's not just a straight, oh, I'm Superman, he's Lex, he's the bad guy, I got to go. Like there were all of these detours and distractions and different levels to the movie.
I can see that.
That is for me where they win because you're not just stuck in one storyline. You have a storyline, and then the Justice Gang shows up, and that's the storyline. And
Justice Gang, baby.
Gang, like,
that was funny. That was a little funny at the end when Metamorpho was like, because Hawkgirl wasn't messing with the Justice Gang. None of them were. Yeah. Only Guy Gardner was, and Metamorpho was like, Justice Gang. I kind of like that. He said, "You're in," because at first he wasn't gonna let him in.
Yeah, this motherfucker said, "I made giant oven mitts."
Yeah, like he thought that was cool. Oh man, it wasn't me, or like, why is DC stuck with 90s era fucking graphics? Like why does everything look like it's like?
Wait, you talking about the credits and stuff?
No, I'm talking about all of the fucking digital animation. When the portal opens, it just reminded me of like one of the X-Men movies, the Fox X-Men movie. Like all of the digital graphics, and it just looks like some old shit that they like, yo, we can just use that. And it just, none of it was cutting edge visually. Like there was nothing visually stunning on any of it. The kaiju looked like it was some old shit. Like none of it looked like, oh wow, that's crazy. Like none of it.
I will say this: the
hot girl got stuck in the eye. That was funny.
Well, okay, so like her hammer was stuck in there.
Yeah,
because it closed its eye on her hammer. She couldn't get the.
No, she said her knee. Wasn't she saying her knee?
Her knee?
She said her knee.
Oh, she was stuck in there.
Her knee was stuck.
Shows how much I was paying attention. Sorry.
Yeah, because she was saying my knee. She couldn't get her knee out.
And then Guy Gardner with his freaking poker,
like dude, like
poking the thing in the eye.
That's some weird James Gunn shit, bro.
It looked like a contact.
Yeah,
it
looked like an eye contact.
And then it had to be my boy figuring out, well, I'll just throw all my bombs down his throat.
Yeah.
Blow up his stomach. Gotcha.
Well, you know what? One thing I will say is this, with Mr. Terrific being one of, because there were two black characters in there. I'm glad that they did not make him incompetent.
Oh, that's a fact.
Because I would have been so pissed if they would have made him so silly, or the comic relief.
They did make him silly. Did you see the last credit scene?
Or the comic relief.
Okay, yeah. Well, we'll get to that. Let's get to the end of the movie then.
Oh yeah,
this motherfucker kicked the rock.
Wait, before we get to that, when Mr. Terrific sends the T-Spears into the kaiju stomach, am I the only person that thought of a White Castle commercial?
100%.
Oh god.
I'm like, yo, bro, he just hit him with the White Castle bombs.
Boom.
He gave him a murder burger real quick.
Live time.
Oh, let me just be the one to be on the record to say this, that I was the only one that said this. And when I said it, y'all said, nah, I don't think it's going to happen. I was the one that said that Supergirl was going to get a cameo in this movie. And they gave her at the dead end when he said her cousin. Listen, when I was in the theater and they and number 4 said that, my theater actually cheered when they heard cousin.
Crazy.
And then when she no, I'm just saying in my theater they cheered, and when she came in, because that just shows you, because they're just basically setting up like letting you know, we know Supergirl is going to be the next movie. So here she is.
Superman a bitch.
Sure did. Thanks for watching my dog, bitch. What? And then he just like,
fuck.
Yo.
Why'd she come up in the Fortress of Solitude like on some Madison shit? From
bro,
no, not even Madison. Madison wouldn't even do that, bro.
She walked in there like I'm back from a bender here to get my dog.
He literally says that she's known for partying on different planets. Like she goes on different planets, she's always partying. She's the party girl.
Yeah,
she looked like she just came from having a crazy night on Mars.
Bro, she looked like
Supergirl getting lit out here twerking on fucking tables on Mars.
Right. She looked like she just came from.
No, she can't be on Mars. She can't be on Mars.
Where's she gonna be at?
She parties on planets that have red sun, so she can get drunk.
So Supergirl movie is gonna be messy. That's basically what
they're basically telling you that they gave you a hint right there at the end with her, letting you know what to expect with that version of Supergirl.
That's early next year, mind you. That's May next year, I think.
Meg Thee Stallion shall be played.
Oh god. Oh god. Leo's crazy. Oh, but you know what? What's so funny though? Like we forgot to talk about this. That last interaction that Superman had with Lex in the tower when Lex was passing on him, and then like Superman trying to be the good guy. Crypto was like, F that. He grabbed Lex up and just started throwing and started tearing him up. And it took Superman to tell him to stop.
He broke his arm.
But Crypto wasn't hearing it. He was tearing him multiple new ones.
Yeah, James. Hey, James, don't act like we don't know you stole that from Marvel. Crypto has a Hulk Loki moment.
Kind of, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, kind of.
Here's the thing. Yeah. James Gunn said I was once a part of Marvel, so hey, it is what it is. Yeah, but I did catch that though. Like I said, that reminds me of when the Hulk took Loki and was doing
there. One thing that he needs to stop doing is comparing this fucking Superman to Christopher Reeves.
Better stop.
Did he do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and let me just
everything I've seen him say recently in interviews, because obviously he's on press tour, right, for it now. Everything I see him saying is like, this was supposed to be really comic accurate. It took time. I read the comics, I that, and I was like, I don't know, because I've never sat there and read Superman comics. I don't fucking know if this is how Superman acts in All-Star Superman. I don't know. I have no idea to reference that.
The problem is he put 4 different comics together.
I was getting ready to say it. It sounded like he pulled from multiple. It sounded like he pulled from multiple.
I'm curious. Where's Kingdom Come fit in there?
Cut the shit. Cut the shit. Don't mention that.
And also
don't mention.
He said it's one of his books.
And let me just
mention that. You talking about a Superman fucking run that was fucking.
And let me just say this. So because I'm gonna do a video on this, because I have my review going up tomorrow, but I have another video that's related to Superman also. To all the people out there that are making this comment, oh, Superman, James Gunn is making Superman woke because he called him an illegal alien. He is an illegal alien. He literally comes from another planet. He's an alien who dropped down here. He's an illegal alien. I know what they're trying to do. I know what trying to narrative kind of spin, but it's not landing the way that you think. And the character's been around for like.
Oh no, it's landing. It's landing. It's landing on certain news stations. But we ain't gonna get into that.
That's the news station I'm talking about, Leo. The one you're thinking about is the same one I'm talking about.
So here's the thing, though. That's not what set people off. What set people off is where he's telling Lex how he's human. And he's telling him, like, listen, I make mistakes, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. This is the speech that's reaching into the immigrant audiences and those that don't want that to happen, because what it's basically saying is, like, listen, these people are human too and deserve human decency. This is what set everybody off. It's not the fact that he's
I'm not talking about that. The comment that I'm referring to, they were saying that before the movie came out. They're referring to a response or an answer that James Gunn got when he was being interviewed by someone from Variety, and he said that Superman is literally an illegal alien because he's not from Earth. He's from another planet that crash landed here. So that's.
Well, let's look at it like this. Before the current administration, if I and my wife went someplace and got a child and brought him back home, where we at now? You know what I'm saying? Like, so
dude was asking, does Superman even have a social security number?
Like, listen, people are
does Clark Kent?
People are stupid. So I
know Clark Kent has one.
Yeah, facts. I don't know if it's real. He might have got it off his shoe.
He definitely ain't real.
He got that Timu as double.
That Timu. It's insane. I just got to the point where I don't even like to respond to the woke audience.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's just trigger words that's used to bringing other people that that want to push the hate. and whatnot.
And you know what? That's fine, because that's what you have me here for. I will respond to it because I have no problem making people look and sound more dumb than they already are. That's one of my traits. I feel like when people ask me what's your mutant power, that's one of them.
Why do you think we let you on?
Hey, listen. That's how I got to the 73K.
There you go.
No doubt.
Can I be honest with you now? Seeing this movie, I kind of have. So obviously, Supergirl's coming out next year, and then the next project James Gunn is really talking about outside of the Batman movie that now has got delayed so many times is Brave and the Bold. And I'm sitting here like I don't know how I feel about a Brave and the Bold project at this point. Because that's such a different. Again, I go back to the tone shift. It's such a different tone shift from.
Listen, I honestly don't think we're gonna get that because
that's the next script he's talking about by the end of the year.
Watching this, first of all, Waller, The Authority, and Brave and the Bold have a completely different tone in terms of story.
Yeah, they do,
and so
they should.
But that's the thing, though, right? Supergirl's supposed to have Lobo in it. Lobo's a fucking tone shift. Lobo is a fucking tone shift and a half.
Lobo can be. Lobo can be a tone shift.
No, Lobo should be a tone shift. Not can be.
Should. Oh, you're right. He should be.
Thank you.
He probably won't.
Yeah. Well, if he's not, then I'm fucking out. Like I'm done.
But we also got to realize on
he's
news
dumbed
too,
down. I'm done. I'm out. Like
you got to realize one thing too. Clayface is at rated R.
Yeah, Clayface is rated R.
Yeah.
So then, so on that note, then Brave and the Bold should be also
rated R.
Yeah. So
Brave and the Bold should be the complete opposite.
You know what I'm noticing?
No, it won't.
What if this has the Harry Potter effect? And what I mean by that is, I don't know if any of y'all seen all the Harry Potter movies, but notice how the first Harry Potter was light. But then as it started to go on, the more and more darker it got, the more crazier it got as the story went on all the way to the very end.
Right.
What if this is the lighter tone, and then as it continues to go on, the more darker it gets, but it's moving in layers instead of just throwing everything at you at one time the first go round, and then it starts to fizzle out as it moves on. So maybe that's the direction that I'm being optimistic.
But
in which direction that he's heading with this?
Yeah, at that point, you're following the storyline of Justice League 90s, and the issue that you're going to have there is where this thing needs to get dark is really not a general audience's type of thing. Because even Brave and the Bold,
it's kind of dark.
Like you're talking about a really different. Like this is where Penguin is that type of storyline. You feel me? So you're just not gonna, and none of this is gonna really connect. Damian is a different.
Shit, you want to talk about dark? You just want to know what Lobo did to fucking Supergirl?
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's the point. But that's the thing, though, right? Lobo's not the main villain of Supergirl. Lobo's supposed to be the after credit scene of Supergirl at this point. From what we've heard.
Lobo,
villain.
I got 3 words for Lobo: Drax the Destroyer, because that's who you're gonna be.
That's probably what it leans towards at this point. It's such a right. We say this all the time because we watch a lot of comic book movies. That's what we do, right? Like there's such a line that you can toe, right? And let me put it to you this way, right? Think about it. The Avengers movies are PG-13. Thanos got a little fucking dark at times. You know what I'm saying? But it towed the line of what you could really. There were scenes cut where Thanos showed up with Captain America's fucking skull in his hand and threw it at them and said, see, like that shit got cut because it was too fucking far over the line. You know what I'm saying? Like, so can James Gunn toe the line of Brave and the Bold to make it not that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's such a, this is the line. He's got to like
now if he's trying to keep it authentic.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is he gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
If he's trying to keep it authentic with Brave and the Bold, he has to go straight.
I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, we don't know what the future holds. I mean, I'll just be patient and see.
All right.
What happens.
Same. I agree with you. All right. So let's we got to get on to nerdy news and rumors. Let's do this. So I got
Wait.
go ahead.
2 end credit scenes.
End credit scene, but mid credit, end credit, yeah, mid and end credit, yeah, whatever they call it. Yeah.
Another
waste of my fucking time.
Another all moment, by the way, because when again in my audience, when
what a waste of my fucking time.
They said, that was another all moment right there.
It's a comic cover, as per Leah.
Torian,
comic
fuck
cover.
The all moment, okay?
I'm just
fuck
saying
the all moment. Let me tell you something. You know what that told? You know what it told me immediately? He has no plan.
Facts.
It's a day.
He has zero plan.
Yeah.
This is the shit that he threw at the wall, and he's praying to God that it sticks.
It's facts.
Because I will compare it to like the whole, general purpose of a after credit scene is to give you a little tidbit into what's coming next. Marvel did that fantastically with their very first movie. And whether it was successful or not, that end credit scene existed at the end of that movie.
Well, I got a question for you. What if you could have crafted even just one end credit scene? What would it have been? It would have probably involved my next project or something that's coming along the line. So I wouldn't have put stupid drunk ass Supergirl coming inside to get her dog. It would have been something along the lines where he would have met up with her somewhere else, something to tease what's coming.
The end credit scene should have been what happened to Ultraman.
Oh my God!
Whether or not he becomes, he's going to become Bizarro.
Like that's perfect.
Or you could, or even to a lesser extent, you could have done something with Guy Gardner and led into the Lantern series to even just to make it like this. This is coming down the road. You know what I'm saying?
Don't call it a DCU. Yeah, it's not a universe. You have this one movie that you did now, and that's it.
And that's it.
You're hoping that this works out for you.
Yeah.
But the thing is that you got Mr. Terrific kicking a rock.
Okay, no, stop.
And then you got a drunk chick saying, "Hey,
no, that was in the movie. No, that's in the movie. It's not an end credit.
Hey, bitch, where's my dog at?"
That's in the movie.
Shit, that was
you got him and Crypto sitting on the fucking moon looking at the Earth. What kind of shit is that?
It's a comic cover, brother.
I don't give two shits what cover it is.
It's a comic cover.
You wasted my time.
Yeah, kind of.
Listen, I kid you not. The people sitting next to me had like 3 kids with them. As soon as they saw him sitting there watching the moon, they took off. Like, oh hell no!
When me and Aaron went, there was a lot of fucking awes and shit.
There was
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. When I saw and they saw that part, it was a lot of awes for that.
Every time in the fucking does. This is what I'm saying. The crypto show.
The cuteness factor was going to sell.
Once you get a dog with one ear down, one ear up.
All right, so let's do this, and then we'll get into like the slides I have for Superman. So let's give it your out of 10. Who wants to start?
Fucking 6.
6.
I give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah,
I gave it a 7.5, 8.
I give it a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
Solid 7 out of 10.
I know people are gonna say like that's a cop out answer, but like I want to rewatch it. And really, the rewatch is going to determine if it's going to go up to like a 7.5, 8, or like go down to a 6. Because I just like
I don't want to watch this again.
I want to see it again. I do. I want to watch it again because I miss things. I know I miss things. I definitely did.
Maybe when it comes on HBO.
No, I already know if I watch this again, it's going to go down to like a 5.
Well, that's what I'm afraid it might go down if I watch it.
If I watch it again, it's going to be a 5. So I'm not going to go.
But I don't know. And
I feel some kind of way.
And here's the problem, right? Is that people are going to watch this back and say, if we give fucking Fantastic Four 8, oh, they just don't like DC. Superman was way better. Like, trust me, I can already fucking hear it. And I thank God there's 2 weeks until we have to see Fantastic Four because it gives
that doesn't mean it's on that. That means that's coming.
It gives me but it gives me time to decompress next week and be like, now I get to go into Fantastic Four with like a fresh, like, okay, I'm going to see a Marvel project now. Obviously, listen, there's going to be comparisons between the movies. They came out the same month, a 2-week radius of each other. It's going to happen.
But look at it this way. At it this way. After Fantastic Four comes out, you don't have to worry about another DC movie another DC Marvel movie until next year. So you got all the time.
Yeah. For Marvel, it's like late next year.
A year and a half, like basically a year and a half, because Doomsday doesn't come out until December, and Supergirl comes out in May.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm 50-50 and if I'm going to see Supergirl at this point. I don't know if I'll go see Supergirl.
Yeah,
I might, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Aaron with this because seeing what I saw when she came in just makes me feel like it's going to be a tween movie.
Mm-hmm.
Is white girl wasted time?
I might wait unless people really want us to review it. I literally might wait for that on Max. Like on it. Sorry. Sorry. Wait, HBO Max because you're back again. My bad. Like,
HBO Max is back, baby.
You know me. I'll be the willing and offered up guinea pig and go watch Supergirl because it comes out my birthday weekend. But all those movies you should do because it's always that first weekend. But I'll go watch it.
I will go see it. I will go and see it. I'm not going to see it in IMAX.
Out of curiosity to see what I think it's the curiosity that's there. And then on top, like I said, think about it. That's the next big superhero movie. After Fantastic Four, that's the next big one, and that's
literally get like almost a year. That's a huge
gap. And you know what? That's the strategic thing because they said let's space this out some, like the way we're doing it, and not make them like we did doing back to back with Fantastic Four and Superman, so we can give people a reason to miss it.
Probably
much like how they did like in the first phase of Marvel where they had like maybe one movie a year or one movie every other year, so they to space it out. But one thing I think all of us collectively could agree on that we did like, well, I'm speaking for myself, and I'm gonna say the same thing with Fantastic Four, is they did not do this as an origin story.
No.
They just like they just like they're like
you still got the origin story in the beginning though.
Yeah, but
I mean, I'd rather them do that than show me it all.
But he's already established as like people already know him as Superman. Yeah, so he's already established.
He's a 3 year in. He's supposedly 3 years in Superman. Yeah.
All right, let me jump into some of these slides and I'll jump to comments and then we'll move on to nerdy news. So James Gunn's Superman is tracking to have the biggest opening weekend in Superman history, quote unquote. It's projected to open at least 200 million worldwide, which will lead the best opening weekend for a solo Superman film, for what that's worth. Apparently, I don't know. Because there's conflicting reports. Some people are now saying 150, some people are saying 200. I guess we'll see what happens after the weekend, right? Pretty much.
No, this is gonna make 200.
It's like I can definitely see this movie. If it doesn't make $1 billion, it's going to get very, very close to it.
Superman's Rotten Tomato score matches Avengers Infinity War as of right
now. It's paid for.
And then I got two fun slides for you here. So 3 fun slides. I'm sorry. Superman was rated an 8 from IGN. For what
means that R7 stands.
And they gave it a great, like they would Tony the Tiger.
Yeah, so
they probably got free popcorn buckets.
Entertaining, heartfelt, cinematic reset for the Man of Steel. That's the first line there. So fantastic. And then we get into. Subjective. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Like you said, it's all subjective. Like Leo said at the beginning of this, and that was Leo's disclaimer. This is our opinion, but that won't mean nothing to them people in the comments.
I'm just saying. If you guys want to be those monkeys in the extra dimension, go ahead, have your fucking fun. But
that's fine.
Hashtag Superman sucks.
So I know there were comments in here about Rotten Tomato score, so obviously I pulled them up. I have a side by side now just to make sure. So currently, Superman is sitting at an 83% critic score and a 95% fan score on Rotten Tomatoes.
So it dropped 1% on the.
So it dropped 1% on the fan side, but it's probably going to change after the weekend, after it actually comes out. Because as of right now, it's been early screenings, and now people have seen it today, so it might drop a little bit.
And let me just say this:
we'll see. I don't know.
And let me just say this: that fan screening that they did for Amazon, if you are a AMC Stubs member, that did not count as a free movie ticket. You had to pay for that.
Pay for it.
So that means if you if you saw that Tuesday one, you were paying about $22.50. So they're going to count. So they're going to count that as a part of the box office. So that means basically this movie is making money on Tuesday, today, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's going to be their whole weekend run right there.
Yep. And then for what it was worth, I just decided to make my own little slide here about the popcorn meter for all the Superman movies and the one on the left as well. So as of right now, the way it sits, obviously with the critic score going down a little bit to 83%, Superman the movie and Superman 2 critics wise would be tracking higher than the Superman movie, but fan score as of right now, at least the Snyder cut's right there. Superman the movie, the original from 1978 is there, and Superman 2 is kind of up there, and then the rest kind of. I didn't see Superman. I haven't seen Superman 3, Quest for Peace, Superman Returns. I've seen Man of Steel, obviously. So
Superman 3 is with Richard Pryor.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's with Richard Pryor.
Superman 4 was an unfortunate thing.
Yeah,
it was. It just was
like, yeah, that was crazy.
Superman Returns came 20 years after.
Yeah.
The Quest for Peace, like
it's crazy.
It was like 20 years since we had a Superman movie. So, Brandon Roth, good for you, buddy.
I mean, like the thing is, right? These are definitely going to change, especially after the weekend, because as you can see, obviously, right? Like Superman the movie has 250,000 ratings on Rotten Tomatoes, and right now Superman has 1,000+ verified ratings. So it's gonna change. It depends on how much, right? Like I don't really know, but basically my whole point was there is a universe where if people see this movie enough, it's gonna be the highest rated fan movie for Superman.
It's gonna have a lot of repeatability because the thing is, Superman has a week to do its thing. Until Fantastic Four. So actually 2 weeks when you think about it, because they have this weekend, all of next week, and then all of every day up until Thursday of that following. So basically about 2 weeks to make as much money as it can, because what's going to happen is those movie theaters, these movies make the bulk of its money on the premium screens like your Dolby and your IMAX, not necessarily on the regular screen, because people are going to see it in that great format. Because they want that full theatrical experience. And what's going to happen is when Fantastic Four comes out, they're going to start snatching away the premium screens from Superman to fill it up with Fantastic Four.
Yeah, well,
for sure.
Well, I mean, listen. At the end of the day, DC, I will give them a win in the win column for this. It has a lot of stuff in there, was cringy and all that, but overall, it's still a win from them. I'm curious to see exactly how much they actually win, how much money it makes and all of that, because that will kind of reflect attitudes going forward for the other movies. I'm kind of sitting kind of critical right now because some of the stuff in the movie just like I'm
gonna put it like this: if hypothetically Superman was to make over $200 million in its first weekend domestically, internationally is going to be sitting around 400, maybe near $500 million, and that's just in the first weekend. Remember, they have 2 weeks. If it can do that and pull that off, this movie could probably hit that $1 billion mark. For sure.
I would agree with
you. But it would have to make over 200 million domestically in this weekend.
Yeah, I knowing that the Fantastic Four is coming.
That's why I said they have to make it now before Fantastic Four comes out. Because if it does, it has to make its money before that movie comes out. Because if it doesn't, it's not going to hit it. Because Fantastic Four is going to severely undercut it for sure.
It's definitely going to delay.
The thing that gives Fantastic Four the edge is that it doesn't have any big budget movies coming out after it. So that gives them a huge advantage of hitting that $1 billion mark.
You know what gives the Fantastic Four the edge? I went to a Superman movie and I had a fucking Fantastic Four popcorn bucket.
You did?
The general AMC popcorn bucket was Fantastic Four.
Wow. That's crazy. That's wild.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I know we're gonna shift here and go to comments. I've never been as a Marvel movie has never turned me so much in my life, and by that I mean, like, at first I was like, I can't wait, and then I kind of was like, the more I see, I just watched that clip of I herald his arrival, I herald your end, and I was like, son of a bitch, I'm in. Like, what the fuck?
It was a dope line
because I know this motherfucker. Bro, I know this motherfucker's gonna show up and his Tim's stomping down the block, and I'm gonna be like, oh.
No, but the whole sequence was nice too. When the way that she just came in, she says, "Are you the protectors of this world?"
There's something so disturbing about how she says that speech, the whole speech, where I'm like, that's kind of fucking badass.
You gotta realize how many planets that this woman fucking going on and destroying with this motherfucker.
And also, too,
she's scared as shit.
Yeah, she's not. She's not.
She's scared as shit.
And also too, like when she the way that because the way the thing is, like she says every line like so smooth, but the last line when she says, "I herald," pause. Galactus. Like she's basically letting you know. And let me just say, I know we're not talking about this is not a Fantastic Four, but I like what they did with her voice because the thing is we see that the thing is we know she's like her body is like a chrome type of texture, so her voice sounds like it's echoing. Like, you know, if you was to speak through something like that, you would expect your voice to sound robotic like that. Kind of reminds me of the T-1000 from Terminator 2 a little bit too.
Right.
Listen, I hope they pull it off. All right, let's get to comments here. Leo, I want that dog.
Oh Lord.
Sounds like you might be getting a crypto, bro. I don't know.
See what I'm saying about the fucking cuteness factor? You see what I'm saying? Got my house divided now. Fuck you, James Gunn.
And you gotta make sure you gotta put a little red cape on it too. You gotta.
That's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy.
See the difference with being Superman? There would have been a fucking. No, I ain't gonna say it.
No, don't get Peter after you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Peter come knocking on your door. I don't want to hear it.
Would have been brought up right. Put it that way.
Yeah, exactly. Nightwing, I see your comment. I'm not going to post it because I don't want to. I agree with you on the silliness. Like he said, Superman gets silly. It got silly at times. I'm not going to post it because I don't want to get a tick on this stream we got going here. I couldn't see this Superman being rated R.
Definitely not.
No,
it really honestly got
not this guy.
It honestly got the rating that it should, like for the type of.
Oh darn!
You know what this reminds me of? When Captain America cursed and Tony just kept fucking riding him on it.
Language.
Based off the trailers, I thought this was going to be bad. So did we.
A lot of people did, but it was nowhere near as bad.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
People want it to be.
I'm telling you,
I
want people to go see it. Go see it.
Yeah, you should go see it. Honestly,
go see it.
Because we've seen
your own fucking opinion, please.
We have seen trash. She-Hulk.
This is better. Fucking She-Hulk was way better than this shit.
No.
No. You're going a bit too far. You're going way too far,
man. Yeah, you're not talking about my green baby.
You're going too far. She sucked cryptos. Well, let me tell you something. Tell you something.
Sean, what's good? Leo drink. He's a hothead.
Nice, Sean. That's how you come in. That's how you get up in here, bro.
He said it. I don't know. I'm just here, bro. I don't know. He said, I'll watch Superman on the app. Shh. I get it. I don't know what app you're talking about, but I get it.
He's talking about HBO Max.
He's talking about HBO Max. Got it.
That means he'll be watching it in about 45 days.
Not actually a takeover, but it could be an adaptation. Not to actually take over, but could be an adaptation. Oh, so Superman taking over the planet. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, like the Snyderverse?
Marlon Brando's original message was for desperation and to flourish, not take over, actually.
Nope.
All right. A1 sauce, you sank my battleship.
Don't you?
Oh, yeah. With
was hoping someone would give Hawkgirl a backhand for real. The screaming, bro, I couldn't deal with it. I was just like, oh my god, bro, I can't do this shit.
It was a lot.
It took me like.
But I really did like the line where she, like, Leo, we ain't about to do this with the president, and when he was like, "You're not going to kill me. You're not because you're good like Superman." She says, "Well, that's the difference between me and him. I'm not Superman," and just drops him right there.
Nobody,
dies,
no
bro.
case.
He's out. He's out.
They're not going to show you that happen.
He's not going to be in the sequel.
Because why? Superman is a.
He's not going to be in the sequel. Facts.
He's not going to be in the sequel. It's going to be like that line that Chris Tucker said to Jackie Chan in Rush Hour 2. Woo! He ain't going to be in Rush Hour 3 when they kick the guy out the window.
Engineer was kind of hot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see. I can understand.
Yeah.
I can understand.
We're here, Dominic.
I can understand. I can understand that.
We good.
How many reshoots they have for Superman flights? Come on now. Enough or not enough? Apparently, I don't know. I don't know.
Enough for new movie.
The kaiju did look like that. I'm not posting that again. I don't want to get this flag, but yes, the kaiju did look like that. I'm gonna agree.
It did look like the kaiju did look kind of.
It definitely looked like it rode the blue bus from kaiju. I understand what you're saying.
the not full size bus.
That kaiju needed a helmet.
It was licking the window.
Move on, bro.
And then he was trying to hold it up from hitting the building. I was like, this is so stupid. I was like, what are we doing? I was like, what are we? I understand.
Like how many times are you gonna do that same trope?
Yeah.
He stopped the kaiju from hitting the ground. He stopped the building from crushing the person.
One thing we forgot to mention was how maniacal Lex was, that he was going to sacrifice the entire city of Metropolis to get what he wanted when he was opening up.
My man's exact line was, "We'll stop it when it gets to a city that I like."
That I like. That I like.
What?
Hey, listen, he knew what he wanted. You know what I mean?
I love that boy. I like that boy. Nicholas Holt. Get him, B.
The DCU Batman might be wearing chonies as well. I don't know what to make.
I'm not going to front. Now listen, let me tell you. Hold on.
No.
I like you. Gotta. I really thought that his legless pants were a bit higher than they needed to be, son.
His legless pants.
Yeah, like his briefs.
Oh.
On the outside, I thought they were just a bit bigger than they needed to be, son. Like I was like, why is it like that high, bro?
Because he's old.
Can I?
Not old.
Can I be honest?
The other Superman looked like.
I ignored the suit the whole time because I was already over talking about it. I just ignored it. I ignored it the whole time.
So you didn't.
I couldn't help it.
So you didn't see when the collar looked like it was stretched out?
Nope.
You didn't see that?
Nope.
I saw that one. I did see that one. He had a bigger neck than it was.
Too much. He watched that suit too much, bro.
The left-hand side just always pulled to the left.
If James Gunn wanted to lose Superman,
bro.
that's his depiction, bro. I'm not. Whatever this man wanted, I don't know. Isn't Lanterns coming out before Supergirl? I have no idea.
I don't think. He's
right, brother man. I think you're right.
It doesn't matter. We got no sneak peek into it. So
yeah, you did. You got the fucking bowl cut. There you go.
No, we didn't. He's in the movie. It's not a sneak peek, my friend.
Lanterns is coming early 2026, as per the internet.
You should have given me something where Guy Gardner was talking to the rest of the freaking Lanterns about how much of a pussy Superman is. Like that's would have been great.
Yep. I'm in agreement with you. Yeah,
that would have fit the character.
Fucking the Hal.
You should have teased
John Stewart.
Jesus God.
Yeah.
John Stewart, Kilowog.
They already started filming for Lanterns, right? They already started.
Yeah, it's been filmed.
It was in production. Okay,
but don't worry, guys. Peacemaker season 2 is in August. We're here for it.
Well, you know what? One thing I don't know if y'all will agree with me or not, but there was one shot in this movie that I did like, and I think it was after the fight. I don't know if it was after the fight with the kaiju or something like that, or whatever it was. But it was the part where it was like dust. Like it was a bunch of dust, and how he comes up like from the dust, and his cape is flying.
With the building fell.
With the building, and the light is hitting him. I did. And you hear the music playing. I did like that shot. That looks like something that would be on a comic book cover. Yeah. I did like that shot.
It was all right.
So the real moment is during the invasion scene where the kids hoist up the flag with the Superman symbol on it.
And yell out Superman.
And they're all just chanting Superman, Superman. And then Superman doesn't come, they gotta let the flag go.
They let the flag go. Little buddy went back. Little buddy went back for it.
Yeah,
you know what the real scene was? The real scene is where Crypto had one ear up, one ear down, and he just turned his head like this. He said, "Yeah, that was Crypto fucking movie, man."
Yeah, he was going to go to that city. But then Mr. Terrific told him, "No, we need your ass right here in Metropolis." He's like, "Get to Metropolis, like right now."
Yeah,
Did you peep that when Guy Gardner was doing his thing with the hand and he was waving it back and he was flicking the finger like
He was flicking them off.
Flicking them off and while knocking the tanks back.
Stupid. It was stupid.
Brother Man said Leo drink.
Childish.
You're not getting out of it.
I don't know.
Hashtag
again,
Shitty
sir.
Superman.
Anyway, that was a Superman 2025 recap. Nerdy news and rumors.
I got chipped to the Mancave. I got chipped to the Mancave. I got chipped to the Mancave.